Well, good morning, everyone. Yesterday was a 70-degree day. I have a lot of weeds that need to be cut. I have a lot of lawn that needs to be mowed. But today is all about working on our little grow space on the patio. Get some stuff trimmed up, cleaned up, and getting ready for spring. I found a new leak. Right there. That's not good. I'll have to figure out how that's getting through there, but anyway. We're gonna start right here on the table. Say hello to my coffee. I am taking advantage of the rain to get some stuff watered for free. But, all right, let's get to it. This whole thing is an absolute disaster. I probably would have benefited. I've got my table cleaning towel. I can't forget the puppy's stick. Puppy needs a stick. He likes to come out and chew on sticks all the time. I swear that puppy finds just everything. I'm gonna put this guy out to get some water because it definitely needs something. Hopefully the cold, it's only 51 degrees out here, and I know that's not very cold for a lot of other people, but it's cold for me. Just gonna get this table cleared off, so a lot of this stuff that I'm moving is gonna end up coming right back over here to get worked on. I'm gonna put this guy out to get some water too. Heck, may as well give everything some water. Excuse me, at least while Mother Nature's giving it to us for free, right? May as well accept that free gift. Some of these things literally have not been watered in weeks. Okay, the bulbs, those are not going to get water because they're not ready to plant. We're just going to put them down here for now. There we go. That's a little bit better. We got cleaned up a little bit. Now we can... And I brought my flashlight out here because my little pallet wall that I built, you could see over there, I think. Right over there. It's kind of the little hangout space. It's a mat. I'll show you. Yeah, it's a mess. I had a bunch of firewood stacked in here because, you know, we got firewood stacked everywhere. So I had a bunch stacked in here, and that's why there's all, I just, you know, I gotta clean it. Aren't those just a joy to see? I love this Christmas or Thanksgiving cactus, whatever. This one over here is like really pink. But I didn't take care of it very well, so she's struggling. Needs to be repotted too, I believe. Maybe we'll do that today. This one's been in this pot for a long time, though. I gotta get rid of these little, like, hydroponic things. I don't know. They're still growing parsley out of it, but I think I'm gonna get rid of them. Okay, so I know I said we were gonna be working outside, but it just got too stormy and windy out there, so... We're going to come inside and kind of finish up this video in here. I've got a lot of plants that I just have failed over time. I'll show you around. Oh, hey, what do you guys think of the indoor garden? It's pretty nice, huh? It's coming along. We'll talk about a couple of the things. I have to be able to see the camera though to see if you guys can see it. So we've got an orchid, an orchid, an orchid. This orchid's blooming. It's the first one that I've ever had bloom. I'm pretty excited about that. Over here we have a croton. What's it stuck to? It's stuck to something. Oh, the orchid grabbed a hold of it. Come on, orchid, let go. You know what? I can cut that off because that's like the old flower spike and it's not going to do anything, so okay. This is also the first time I've ever had a croton actually survive, and I kind of like it. I think this is a good spot for it over here, although I should probably repot it. I think this is a Monstera. I don't remember. I've got my 2 African violets up here. You guys probably can't see those. Let's move you up. There you go. And then the one that started it all, the golden pothos that goes all the way up. Goes across the wall that way, across the wall that way. But that's kind of the little plant corner over here. But what I want to do right now is just, oh, I didn't even have to trim that one. I'm just gonna clean up this prayer plant because it has been greatly neglected. Look, there's like a, it's just, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, you can hear Charlie being a puppy out there. I closed the door because I'm not the only one that lives in this house. My wife and kids have their own thing going on out in the living room, and puppy's got his own thing going on out there, and the cats, Simon especially, does not appreciate it when I close the door. He likes having his full access to me, and you might hear him banging at the door trying to get in. I don't know what to do with this part of it, guys. I mean, obviously I'm going to have to trim all this dead stuff off. I think I'm going to try to fold this one around and kind of get it to root back in, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, because it's still, I mean, I don't know, it's still growing good. It's just hanging way over the ledge. I have got to get, if any of you are blind out there like me, I mean, obviously I'm not blind, and I don't mean to minimize people that are actually blind, but I need to get some new glasses or something. See, I think I'm going to try to fold this back around here. Let's see if maybe we can get this guy, maybe get this guy up over, and this guy down under here. Maybe, I don't know. That's not, okay, that's not going to work. So, plan B, that's pretty dry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to chop it off, and then I'm going to stick it back in the dirt once I get it moistened up a little bit. Until then, though, I'm going to get another plant in this spot. We'll just put this guy up here for now, above the humidifier, and we'll work on the next one. All right, number 2 is just another prayer plant. I still have all the plants, indoor and outdoor, hanging up outside. It's not, I'm keeping an eye, I've got a weather station that gives me the wind speeds. I'm keeping an eye on those. So far we've got 10 miles an hour in the last hour, current 7 miles an hour. It's weird because it feels and looks much more windier than that out there. But they're calling for 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts today. Whether that will happen or not, I mean, usually when they call for wind here, we get wind, but we haven't been getting as much as they've been calling for, which I'm thankful for. I just don't like wind. All right, that one's done. Next. All right, so I was going to get another prayer plant, but then I noticed I think it has spider mites. So I'm not going to bring it in this room. We're just going to trim off some of these pothos, these yellow leaves here, There's quite a few of them on here right now. And you might see I have this guppy tank here, and I just like guppies, but you might see I've got a marble queen pothos as well as a creeping jenny growing in the fish water. It's kind of a little experiment that I'm doing. I think for propagation, it's gonna be pretty awesome, I think. Some of these vines are going, they're so, you know, kind of hard to reach, some of these yellow leaves. And some of them you're kind of just hoping that you're clipping the right part when you stick your cutters in there. I actually have some, excuse me, some like fairy twinkle lights on this plant, but I'm not even sure. I think the batteries are like back behind the fish tank here. I don't even know where they are anymore. I'm not going to clip the ones like this one. Can you see that? This one right here? Yeah, of course you can see that. I'm not going to clip the ones like that because it's still very green, and I'm not going to clip the ones all the way up at the ceiling because I'll have to stop recording and go get the step ladder to do that. But what I am going to do, where this thing, let me see if I can pick you guys up and show you. Where this thing goes up, you see there's like 3-4 leaves at the end. I actually cut it off right here at the end because when I extended it further, it actually dropped down one day and it got shut in the door. So I clipped it off there. I've had to trim this off multiple times already because it gets caught in the door. So I'm probably going to I'm going to do something different up here. I'm not going to come over the door. If I do, I'm going to go all the way up and over like so. This one, I don't know what to do with yet because it's like completely, well, you see, there's nothing there. I might just cut it. I might cut this whole plant all the way back to like right where the light is. The reason why it's so dead is, well, one of the main reasons is because when Simon got sick, if you guys remember that, it was originally diagnosed as plant poisoning, and pothos are not good for cats. So we weren't sure which plant it was, and so we got rid of, first of all, we got every single plant in the house that was toxic to cats, and we got them all out of the house. We put them all in the laundry room where the cats don't have access to. And I also got rid of several plants that I gave them to my sister. So later we found out that it was highly misdiagnosed. I won't get into it too much right now other than just how disgusted I was at that vet. And it had nothing to do with the plants. So we brought them back in. But anyway, when the pothos here, the golden pothos was so large, when it came time to bringing it down, I put it in the laundry room and I actually put it on the floor and I ran that vine all the way up into the rafters. And at one point, it going into the room, it kind of fell over a little bit, and I heard it crack when it happened. So that's why, I'll see if I can get you a close-up here. That is why you can see like the yellowing in it. I think this is right about, or maybe right there, that looks like an old wound right there. So it just hasn't done good, and it's like, why keep it there when I've got this nice flush one right here that I can start heading up that way. So I might do that, I don't know yet. But I did just notice my battery's almost dead, so I'll have to change that soon. But yeah, there's still so many dead leaves on this thing. And the cats are banging against the door. They want in. They do not like, look at that, isn't that marble queen just great? She's down there. And the only reason actually this broke off because you guys saw the plan I had here when we started. When I put the fish tank up, the cats just liked the fish tank, and one of the cats had gotten up here and knocked that pot right down into the middle of the Marble Queen Pothos and broke that part off. So that's why I have that little clipping there. It was much larger than that. I ended up cutting it all down though, and I just saved that one part, and it's rooting pretty good. There's the guppies. Say hi, guppies. I like the guppies. They're fun. But anyway, I'm going to get this battery changed, and we'll see you where we go from there.